This underachieving student is about to have dinner with the campus star. Suddenly, a carton of milk is hurled and splashes all over him. He turns to glance at the person who threw the milk, the school bully. He picks the milk up off the ground and answers them with an international hand gesture. Then he gently wipes the milk off the campus star's face, as if nothing at all had happened. That small, kind gesture somehow makes the campus star inexplicably warm toward him. But at the same time, he's made an enemy of the school bully. The next day, the bully arrives with a few buddies to make trouble, determined to reclaim the face he lost yesterday. The bully throws the first punch, but Huang Yuran chooses not to fight back. That only makes the bully angrier. He proceeds to give Huang Yuran a brutal beating. Huang Yuran's face is left covered in cuts and bruises. Yet whenever he's with the campus star, he seems able to forget all the pain. Huang Yuran used to be the class troublemaker who loved to fight. Since meeting the campus belle, he decides to stop fighting. He vows to study hard so he can get into the same university as her. When his parents hear this, they burst into incredulous laughter. They can't believe their son could ever get into college. On Shengxi's birthday, Huang Yuran buys her a gift. As a reply, Shengxi draws a kiss mark on his hand. The mark stands for the relationship between them. In that instant, they seal their feelings with a kiss. They officially become boyfriend and girlfriend. But as they prepare to go home, a small truck passes nearby. Shengxi instantly turns her head away, afraid of being recognized. Huang Yuran notices her strange expression and keeps asking why. Shengxi refuses to answer. The next day in class, Shengxi lies face down on the desk in a gloomy mood. No matter how Huang Yuran tries to cheer her up, she gives no response. To make her smile again, Huang Yuran blocks all the teachers at the door and sings Shengxi's favorite song. At that moment, Shengxi finally shows a long-missing smile. But a rival classmate, trying to win Shengxi's favor, arranges to meet her after school at the school gate. To avoid this rival, the girl starts climbing the school wall every day to go home. But the wall is too high, she can't get over it alone. At that moment, an underachieving student walks by and catches her in one swift move, even helping her over the wall. As a thank you, she treats him to Chongqing-style spicy skewers at a street stall. That evening, as they prepare to go home, the boy sneaks off to a shop and buys a small box of something, acting suspiciously. Curious, the girl snatches it from his hand. 99 question marks appear in her head. If you guess correctly, she immediately slaps him. To ease the embarrassment, the boy tells a joke in Japanese, but he never expected that the next day, she wouldn't come to class. He hurriedly calls Shengxi, but the phone won't go through. He asks around and finally finds Shengxi's address. Strangely, the street is crowded with onlookers. Turns out Shengxi's father has smashed up their house. Shengxi is surprised to see Yuran. She didn't expect him to find her, and she certainly doesn't want him to see what's happened, so she drives him away. It turns out Shengxi's father is a heavy drinker. Her mother moved them here to escape him. The next day, Shengxi doesn't come to school again. She calls Yuran and tells him she's transferring schools. Yuran hangs up and dashes out, but still misses the bus. Maybe Shengxi is deliberately avoiding him. After Shengxi leaves school, Yuran loses his focus on studying. After graduation, he works as a clerk at a fried chicken shop. One day, he sees a university recruitment poster featuring Shengxi's photo. To see her again, he decides to retake the entrance exams and get into university. Determined to get into the same university as the campus star, he actually chains himself in his room with an iron chain, studying around the clock. Whenever he hits a tough math problem, he repeats it until he gets it right, and then does conditioning and fitness drills. Even if his nose bleeds, he forces himself to finish the problems. When he can't keep going, he looks at a photo of the campus star for motivation. After a month of hard work, he's finally admitted to the same university where Shengxi studies. He searches the entire campus, can't find her. Remembering Shengxi likes rice cakes, he combs nearby shops, and indeed finds Shengxi in a rice cake shop. His heart melts with sweetness at that moment. He expects Shengxi to come running and hug him, but that's only his fantasy. Shengxi now has a boyfriend. He's not just good-looking. He's the captain of the school's rugby team. Hearing Shengxi laugh and joke with her boyfriend every day is pure torture for Yuran. So he storms upstairs, bangs on the landlady's door, and vents in a messy tirade, nearly getting himself beaten up in the process. Even though the girl he loves has a boyfriend, Yuran still wants to fight for her. So on Shengxi's birthday, he buys a bouquet and waits downstairs. Before he can confess, her boyfriend pulls up in a luxury car and drives her home, even putting an expensive necklace on her. As the couple moves to the next step, Yuran suddenly smashes their car window, venting his anger in that drastic way. But at that point, he realizes he must give up his obsession with Shengxi. One day in the library, he unexpectedly sees Shengxi's boyfriend with another girl in secret. They'd even arranged to go to Paris together after the rugby match. On the day of the match, the boyfriend falsely tells Shengxi that if they win he'll take her to Europe. In fact, he has already planned to lose on purpose, because he intends to take the other girl to Paris. Yuran tells Shang-Chi about it, hoping to expose the boyfriend's true, rotten nature. But Shang-Chi calls Yuran unreasonable, and says she's disappointed by what he did. To help make Shang-Chi's dream of going to Europe come true, Yuran gives everything he has to win the match. At the crucial moment, he cradles the ball and sprints forward with all his might, scoring the decisive point and winning the game. As teammates rush to celebrate, Yuran, furious, runs straight to the boyfriend and lands a punch. Shang-Chi cannot understand why he would act that way. From that day on, they brush past each other without saying another word. Yuran graduates from university and gets a girlfriend. She's attractive and comes from a good family. Friends urge him to marry her, but Yuran stays silent every time, because in his heart he still can't let go of Shang-Chi. One day, while handing out flyers on the street, he runs into Shang-Chi. As he steps forward to talk, he sees Shang-Chi and another man dressed in matching couple outfits. Running into a first love while on the job is awkward. Seeing them in couple clothes leaves him with a bad taste. His chest fills with sadness, yet he can't help but follow them. When he catches up, he discovers Shang-Chi is filming a commercial. Shang-Chi majored in fashion design in college, and after that bad experience with her ex, she hadn't dated in a long time. She's become a small, relatively unknown actress at a company. Although the daily grind is hard, she manages to hang on. While catching up, Yuran tells Shang-Chi he already has a girlfriend. Shang-Chi seems genuinely happy to hear it. Yuran drives her to the set, but halfway there she gets a phone call. The caller says Shang-Chi's role has been cut. The call ends abruptly. Shang-Chi is devastated. To lift her spirits, he takes her back to their old high school. They reminisce about silly things from years ago. The night before Yuran entered military service, they agreed to have dinner together. That night Yuran got drunk and fell asleep in the bathroom. Shang-Chi changed his clothes for him and quietly slipped away, leaving a small note telling him to call her from the barracks. But the note accidentally fell under a cabinet, and they missed each other. Now, reliving those old memories, Yuran kisses Shang-Chi impulsively. Shang-Chi rejects him. She knows it would ruin another girl's happiness. Shang-Chi tells Yuran they shouldn't see each other anymore, but Yuran knows exactly what he wants. The next day, he finds his girlfriend and decisively breaks up with her. Although his action is unfair to that girl, he can't keep juggling two relationships. He goes to Shang-Chi at her workplace and asks to start over with her, but she firmly refuses. Shang-Chi believes he's holding on to a childhood attachment. Just as Shang-Chi turns to leave, an advertising billboard appears and fatefully draws them back together. The girl had just broken up with her boyfriend, when suddenly a billboard falls from above. Shang-Chi freezes in shock. Without hesitation, Yuran grabs her and shields her with his body. The billboard crushes him and he passes out. When he wakes, he's in the hospital. Seeing Shang-Chi unhurt, Yuran smiles with relief. From that day onward, the two fall into a sweet, loving romance again. They cherish the happiness they now have. In their little home, they planned everything for their future. But even sweet fantasies must face reality. His buddies are all married now. Some have cars, some have houses. Yuran worries because he can't find work. He sends out countless resumes every day, but gets no responses. He dreams of becoming a gym trainer, but after his injury, he can't even lift the equipment. Because of his previous injuries, Yuran lost the chance to be a school teacher. Shang-Chi feels deeply guilty about that. She thinks that if it weren't for her, Yuran wouldn't be in this situation. Although she says it's okay, she still mentions the incident to friends in private. It's not something she regrets.